Kate Purtle has discovered the 3-step formula for looking and feeling great. Kate Purtle before and after her 40 kilograms transformation. We all have a weak spot, something we don't like about ourselves. For some it's their ankles that always seem to wink back at them as they stand in front of the mirror, and for others it's the belly buttons that are just too pronounced to be lovable. For me, it's always been that bit of flesh where our bottoms melt into our things. I've hated that little bit about myself devotedly, and at other times I felt entirely indifferent towards it, but never, not once, did I believe that I could actually love that pudgy bit of flesh. That was before I spoke with 25-year-old Kate Purtle, who has to date lost a staggering 42 kilograms. Of course, Kate has put in a huge amount of effort to be where she is today, but what she cites as her MVP of success may surprise you. It's a formula so successful, she now earns a living off it as an online weight loss coach for her company. Persistence pays. It all comes down to mindset. SHE's flipped the weight loss narrative on its head and convinced herself and her clients to raise a glass to the very thing she once hated, her body. Related how I lost 20 kilograms when I stopped dieting. You cite finding the right mindset as having propelled you to where you are today. Can you tell me more about that? There are 3 elements of success to any weight loss journey. You can't have one without the other, but there's an order of importance: 1. Mindset. 2. Diet. 3. Exercise. At my biggest, I was never bullied, or at least not to my face. The only bully was myself. Each morning I would look at myself in the mirror with disgust. I would tell myself I was fat and ugly and worthless. I would be so frustrated with myself that instead of doing anything about it, I would choose to turn to food for comfort, and I emphasize the word choose here. I'm a firm believer that nobody can begin the journey until they make the internal decision to commit. Because the thing is, weight loss doesn't make you a happier person. Only actively changing your mindset can make you a happier person, and the only person responsible for that is you. Q. Do you follow a specific diet? I follow an eating protocol called flexible dieting, which focuses on the macronutrient content of foods. Your body doesn't recognize if it's consuming chocolate or cauliflower, it recognizes that it's consuming differing amounts of fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. Related what you need to know before you start another weight loss journey. It all comes back to mindset. Flexible dieting removes the guilt associated with certain foods. Instead of focusing on foods as clean or unclean, a good or bad, I've taught myself to focus on specific foods for what they're made of. As long as you fill your diet with enough micronutrients, vitamins and minerals and fiber, you can essentially fill your diet as you please. Kate's approach has flipped the weight loss narrative on its head. Source: Body and Silk. Do you have any dieting hacks, a particular meal that'll satiate your moments of weakness? Despite following a flexible diet, I prefer to eat 95% unprocessed whole foods and 5% processed foods. That being said, there are a few things that really help me see out that goal. The first is light aeroplane jelly. 1 whole bowl has only 7 calories, and the second is a spoonful of flavored protein powder in my oats each morning. Q. What is your exercise regimen? I train 6 days a week, and that usually includes 4 5 weight sessions and 1 to HIIT high-intensity interval training sessions. On the weekend, I'll substitute this routine with a coastal walk. But it's important to remember that I got to this level with a handful of small changes: by getting off the bus 1 stop sooner and by walking to the shops instead of driving. Kate now trains 6 days a week. Source: Body and Silk. What advice would you give to someone at the beginning of the weight loss journey? My advice is to forget your past. There's no benefit to purpose in dwelling on something that can't be altered. Leave it there. Focus on the future and commit to making your goals a priority every single day. You will never have enough, do enough, or be enough until you see yourself as enough. Kate's results. Source: Body and Silk. If you want to learn more about Kate Purtle's weight loss journey, you simply visit her Instagram page or get in contact via her website. Related, this is how to feel great about your body at the beach, realistically.